Welcome to the Slow Life, a village filled with cozy stories for everyone. This story is called Arriving at the Secret Garden Bed and Breakfast, and it's about a wrap-around porch, the most elegant word I know, and a weekend away, sort of. Summer settles warmly over the village. The air is soft and slow, the trees full and lush with green and deep reds. The bees and other helpers make good use of the flowers in full bloom. Today I'll do something I've started to do each year around this time. I spend a weekend at the Secret Garden Bed and Breakfast right here in the village. It's not out of necessity. My own home is just down the road, but I'd always been curious about what the old Victorian was hiding behind its welcoming and cozy facade. And what I found has kept me going back each year. A treat, I tell myself, even if the surrounding area is familiar. It's mid-afternoon as I arrive with my small suitcase wheeling behind me. Through the open gate of an ornate design, the front walk is lined by a low formal hedge of dwarf boxwood, with tall lantern-style lights guiding the way. The gardens on either side are also kept low to allow the inn to be seen from the street. Without obstructing the view, a few narrow spiral-trimmed juniper bushes rise above the rest like carved sculptures. Dancing around these are lavender and catmint, their mounds of purple blooms attracting many pollinators who hum as I walk. The symmetry is impressive, with ornamental grasses accenting the colorful flowers being mirrored to my left and right. The grand house stands like a treasure between practically a forest of crimson king maple trees on either side. It's painted in a gentle cornflower blue, with ivory trim and a hint of gingerbread style in its architecture. The wrap-around porch invites you to sit and stay a while. Someone sits on the swing, gently swaying, with their elbows propped on its cushions, reading a book they've almost finished. I wonder if they started it while staying here at the bed and breakfast, and if they've got another one to dig into soon after they turn the last page of this one. A warm welcome waits inside. The innkeeper, whom I've known my whole life from around the village, is polite but doesn't linger too long, which suits me. They know I've come to spend time in the gardens and in the beautiful top floor room I requested. Before heading up to my room, I do a loop through the sitting room with its library of books and soft lighting. The dining room has recently become a restaurant in addition to the breakfast area, and I see a seat in the sunroom portion that will do nicely later on for supper. On my way up the staircase, I meet a couple unclasping their hands to allow me room to pass, and once they see me smile, they tell me they're on their honeymoon, in the perfect place. We exchange a few more words, and I congratulate them as they rejoin hands below me. My room is at the top of another staircase, past a small sitting nook with cushy chairs. I make a mental note to return there later, wanting to use every space that the inn has to offer. The door opens easily, and I'm thankful for modern things like air conditioning in places such as this. It's even cozier than I remember. A king-sized bed fit for a queen sits to my diagonal left, dressed in a luxuriously plush duvet that looks as soft as I know it feels. A hand-stitched quilt is folded at the foot, all bright florals and winding ivy patterns. A bright and spacious washroom hosts a clawfoot tub and a modern stand-alone shower. I know I'll try out the lavender bath salts they've provided. A sitting area with a Chesterfield, comfy armchair, and a coffee table looks great for reading or word puzzles throughout my stay. As for my favorite spot in the room, there's a cushioned window seat overlooking the back garden below. The secret garden that you have to stay here to experience. The window is large and new enough that it doesn't warp the view. My spot also holds a small writing desk in the corner facing outside. It's the right time of day for the sunlight to spill across the top of it and onto the wooden floor in golden ribbons. I'll come back to my room before supper, but now it's time to explore. I wander downstairs, taking in everything along the way. The hallways are filled with framed photographs, old black and whites of the village, of the house in earlier days. There are photos of the garden in full bloom, trellises covered in pink and white roses, and a winding stone path shaded by leafy vines. I hear the clinking of dishes, and around the corner I see that a tray of refreshments has been set out for guests in the parlor. I don't know a more elegant word than parlor, and that alone persuades me to partake in the treats. It's a charming assortment, with a crystal pitcher of chilled lemonade sitting beside a porcelain teapot that's steaming and fresh. Coffee percolates nearby. Fine china cups and saucers are arranged neatly, along with linen napkins embroidered at the edges. A small plate displays buttery shortbread, lemon-curd tarts, and chocolate-dipped biscotti. By its side sits a glass bowl of fruit salad, adding a refreshing touch. A tiny vase with fresh garden flowers completes the tray, inviting guests to pause, sip, and savor our stay here. The snack has worked its magic, and I'm eager to get to the gardens. I find the back door and step outside. My breath catches at the sight, but then deepens. It's thriving, it's lush. It's as though closing the door behind me transported me into this other world. But I smile at proving that this does exist in our own backyard. I wish you sweet dreams.